Hey romance readers, I'm back. Told you I was coming back. So let's get started. If any of you out there see a book that you would like me to send you, this is what this video is about. I'm doing a giveaway, and to anyone who wants a book, I'm not gonna the only names I'm gonna pick is if you are an international, if you live internationally, overseas or something like that, then I will have to pick names. I'm going to pick two names if you live internationally, because I can't afford to send most of my subscribers are international subscribers, so I can't afford to send everybody a book. But I'm just going to pick two names if you live internationally. But if you live in the States, if you see a book you like, I will send it to you. So let's get started. First up, I have here, I might read the back of some of them, and some of them I'm not. And if you see something you like, you probably can go on Amazon and look at the synopsis of it and see if you like it or not. The first book is going to be by Rochelle Ayers. She's a good writer. I like her writing. But this book right here didn't do it for me, so I'm going to put it on. I think I mentioned in another video, I'm going to post some of these on Amazon. I might have said that when I first started this video. I can't remember. My mind ain't too good. This is Gentle Yearning by Rochelle Ayers, and it's an African American romance. I'll read a little bit of this. Rebecca's perfect life was shattered by a bullet, and the broad shoulders of Daniel held her from the abyss. But there is history to this relationship, a story about the two of them, a story about the circumstances of her husband's death. Uh-oh, yeah. And that's Gentle Yearning by Rochelle Ayers. And if you would like to receive this, I'm going to leave my email address below. You just email me and tell me where to send it if you want to read it. Next up, I have Cassie Edwards, Wild Thunder. This is going to be a historical. I got Jennifer St. Gilles, Brides of the Wolf. I think this is going to be like, if you can tell, it's paranormal. Christine Feehan, Mind Game. This is also a paranormal. And I'm going way back. I'm going way back on you all out there. This was Silhouette Intimate Moments, number 19 by Mary Lynn Baxter. I think I have a lot of her books. Another Kind of Love by Mary Lynn Baxter. And this is contemporary, if you want to receive that. And this is number 19. I might need to keep that for collection reason. It's number 19. But if you would like to have it, I'll give it away. Another Kind of Love. And let's see what else I got up here. I got Donna McMeans, The Seduction of a Duke, a historical. Suzanne Enoch, The Care and Taming of a Robe, also a historical. A lot of you know, if you've been with me for a while, you know I love historical, so a lot of these going to be historical. Holly Hart, Texas Indigo. Let's see what I got here. Linda O. Johnston, The Glass Slipper. Oh, this is like the fairy tale romance. I'll read a little bit back of this. By no stretch of the imagination did Paige Connor consider herself a princess. She was far more interested in pursuing her research than in attending gala balls or dressing in frilly gowns. Then the feisty beauty, bumbling fairy godmother arranged for her to take a job that landed her in a small kingdom and in the arms of a prince with more than dancing on his mind. And that's Linda O. Johnston, The Glass Slipper, also a historical. Let's see what else we got over here. This look like it's a historical. Yep. Kaylin Hughes, Lord Scandal. Let's see what this say. I've read most of these books, but I can't remember. It's been so long since I've read some of these. But most of these in this book, they didn't do it for me, so I'm going to give them away. The last thing the portrait divorcee needs is what? Oh, okay. The last thing The portrait divorcee need is to have her name connected to that of the equally infamous Brimstone. But the infuriating rake has made it very clear that he's bent on nothing less than her complete surrender. Rich widow takes lover. Poor divorcee becomes mistress. And those with powerful family tread carefully, lest they incite their family's wrath. A tragic outcome she's all too familiar with. Okay. Kathleen Hughes' Lord Scandal. A historical. This is old, but I like these books from back in the day when they actually painted the pictures. Look. This is so beautiful. And this was painted. The Flesh of the Firefly by Paris Afton Bonds. I love this cover here. I don't know. This is nice. I might need to keep this one. I like how they did that. How they got that cover. This cover is beautiful. I'll read a little bit of this. One man claims her hand. Odin Morin, the eloquent man of God, whose skilled tongue seduced young Anne McLennan into marriage and lured her from her Canadian plantation home to the untamed Texas frontier. One man possessed a body. Bert Powers, the strikingly handsome, overwhelming, virile wilderness scout who rescued Anne from rapacious Comanche captivity, only to enslave her in a different way. One man captured her heart. So, oh my goodness. Look, that's probably why I didn't read that. Look, you got 3 men up in here trying to fight over one woman. Sir Colin Donovan, the dashing, incredibly handsome English aristocrat who offered Anne romance beyond her dearest dreams at the price of a nightmare betrayal. Anne was a woman in a man's world of savage violence and lustful and lawless lust. A woman too beautiful for her own safety and too hungry for love not to take risks. Okay, there's a lot going on. No wonder I didn't want to. There's a lot going on in this one, but this cover got it going on. It's a historical. Okay, I got another silhouette intimate moment here. This is number 14, Reckless Surrender by Jean Ann Stevens. I'll read a little bit of this. Too good to be trusted. Lena adopted a facade on the glorious Greek cruise. She became a woman of pose and sophistication, a woman at home with a man like Caleb Danner. Caleb, however, knew more than he was telling, though by his profession he was a man who told all or nearly all. Over their double deception hung one last specter, suspicion. Its revolution would either destroy their newborn love or give to it the strength and luster of a diamond, the stone that means forever. And this is Reckless Surrender by Jean Ann Stevens. Next I have Suzanne Barclay, Lion's Legacy. This is a Harlequin historical. Next I have Lydia Joyce, Wicked Intentions. This is a historical also. I got Deborah Raleigh, Seduce Me by Christmas. Let's read the back of this. Raoul. Yeah, I shouldn't have read the back of this. Look, I can't even. What is this right here? Raoul Chabot is nothing if not notorious. He's abandoned his wild life to search out answers to his dark past, but that doesn't stop his reputation as a rake from following him wherever he goes. In this case, it's follow him to the door of a gamekeeper's cottage, where beautiful, optimistic, innocent Sarah Jefferson resides. In all his exploits, he's never met a woman like her, and that makes her all the more tempting. And that's Deborah Raleigh, Seduce Me by Christmas, a historical. Cindy Harris, A Man of Steel, also historical. Wild Heart by Laurie Brighton, a historical. Virginia Woolf, Sword of the Highlands, a historical. Angel Fire by Linda Laird Miller. This is one of the old Harlequin historical. Let's see when this was published. see when this was published here. 1989. And Harlequin Historical. If you want to go back. If you want to go way, way back. When? Let me see when these silhouettes were published. 1983 for Reckless Surrender. And when was this one published? It was also 1983. Another Kind of Love. Yeah, if you want to go way back then. You want to go back in time. Olivia Parker, To Wed a Wicked Earl. A historical. I'll read a little bit of this. Adam Fairmont, Earl of Rothbury, needs to find a wife immediately, or his beloved grandmother will leave him penniless. But Adam, an unrepentant rake, would reform for only one woman, for only one woman, the woman he's lusted after and loved for years. It's rather unfortunate then that Miss Charlotte Green would never consent to be the blushing bride of a rogue, or so he thinks. Olivia Parker, To Wed a Wicked Earl. Liz Carlisle, Tempted All Night. She's an excellent writer. And this is also a historical. I'll try to read a little bit of this. Look, I already can't pronounce her name. Lady Petra Northingham is a proper English miss, but burdened by a dark secret. She's buried her shame in running her wealthy brother's Lord Nash household while hiding behind a sharp wit and dull wardrobe, until a reckless village maid disappearing pulls her into London's seedy underworld. A former mercenary and jaded spy for hire, Tristan Talbot, Lord Avencliff, now does little and manages to do it scandalously. Though Tristan's an out-and-out rogue, when his dying father begs him to dive into the secret behind a notorious brothel, a perfect task for his talent, Tristan can't refuse. Is the brothel a front for a notorious Russian spy ring? Tristan is on the hunt until his paths collide with the oh-so-tempting Lady Pie. Tempted All Night by Liz Carlisle. Historical, of course. And here we got a anthology. Is that what they call these? The one that held like about three stories by different authors. You got Laura Foster, L.L. Foster, and Erin McCarthy. Out of the light into the shadows. Now, what is this? This is probably like a paranormal. It sounds like a paranormal. We got Laura Lee, Bangle's Heart, and this is paranormal. Let's see what else I got over here. Here's another anthology with Laura Lee, Angela Knight, Emma Holly, and Diane Westside. Beyond the Dark is a paranormal, and this probably going to be like a, yeah, this is going to be kind of if you don't like to have a lot of how I want to say, sexual content, yeah, this might not be for you, because I know Laura Lee, yeah, and Angela Knight and Emma Holly, yeah, they books be kind of got a lot of sexual content, so be warned. Beyond the Night, paranormal. We got Jacqueline Frank, Rapture. This is another paranormal. And I'm going to wrap it up with these three. We got Rayanne Bird, Edge of Hunger. This sounds like it's a paranormal. And this is a Harlequin paranormal. Rhonda Thompson, Prickly Pear, a historical. And then we're going to end with this one, Cassie Edward, Savage Tears. And this is also a historical. That's all I have. So if you saw anything that you would like for me to send you, oh, my bad. I got a couple more here. Sorry. I'm going to I got these in my reveal book box. I didn't want to read them. So if you want to receive these two, Dark Nights this one is by Rebecca Zanetti. And then this one is by Joanne Weil. I'm going to send both of them to whoever wants them. And this is Rome's Chance, a Reaper's MC novel. This is a motorcycle romance right here. And I don't know what this one is. This is Blaze Erupting by Rebecca Zanetti. And this is Rome's Chance, a motorcycle romance. And then I have this one I'm also going to give away. I also got this one out of my, if you can see it here. I'm trying to put this over here. Reveal book box, the last one I got, I think. This is Stacy Hart. I read the back of it. It didn't catch my interest. Living Out Loud. So if you want to receive that, just let me know. And I think that's all that I had that I want to give away. So just let me know. Email me below with your address, and I will send you a book. That's all I have for now. Keep enjoying your day. And until next time, keep reading those romances. See you later. Bye.